and welcome to Lyra Nara. We are all familiar with eggplants as food, but did you know that eggplants also offer you a myriad of health benefits and that they can even heal certain types of cancer? Well, if you didn't know, then this video might interest you, because in this video we're gonna show you all of the evidence that points towards eggplants being a great healthy food that can even heal certain types of cancers. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and learn more about this amazing legume. And we are going to start with the general health benefits of eggplants. First on the list are benefits for your heart, because the nutrients contained in eggplants, such as the fibers, the potassium, the vitamin C, the vitamin B6, and the phytonutrients, they all have excellent health benefits for your heart. Eating foods in general that contain flavonoids lowers the risk of mortality from heart disease, and even consuming those foods in small quantities may benefit the heart. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, who has published many studies that support this point. And the studies showed that those who consumed more than 3 servings of fruits and vegetables per week that contain anthocyanins, which is a type of flavonoid, such as is the case with eggplants, had 34% less risk of a heart disease than those who consumed less. Eggplants also lower your cholesterol levels. They are good for controlling your cholesterol levels. Eggplants reduce the presence of so-called bad cholesterol in the body and stimulate the good cholesterol. And recent experiments show, for example, that rabbits with high cholesterol that consumed eggplant juice had a significant decrease in blood cholesterol levels. Eggplants also regulate your blood pressure. The bioflavonoids in eggplants are great for reducing the high blood pressure, which reduces in turn the strain and stress on your cardiovascular system. It also greatly improves the health and resilience of your heart. Eggplants are essential in a proper blood circulation, and in one clinical study, researchers found that increased intake of anthocyanins also significantly lowered the blood pressure. Eggplants prevent also anemia. A deficiency of iron in the human body may lead to anemia, which is characterized by headaches, migraines, fatigue, weakness, depression, as well as cognitive disorders. And eggplants are very rich in iron and are thus a must for anemic patients. Eggplants also contain copper, which is essential for the red blood cells. And without those two minerals, the red blood cell count in the body will continue to decrease, since they are perpetually being used up. And with healthier red blood cells, you will see noticeable boosts in energy and strength, and also an elimination of the feelings of fatigue and stress. Eggplants also improve digestion, because, as we know, they are great sources of dietary fiber, which is essential for your gastrointestinal health, as well as for the regular movement of the bowels. Fiber bulks up your bowel movements so they pass more easily through the digestive tract, while stimulating the peristaltic motion, the contraction of the smooth muscles that move food through your body. And finally, fiber stimulates the secretion of gastric juices that facilitate the absorption of nutrients and the processing of foods. And studies have proven that women mostly benefit from eggplants in this regard. But that's not all. Eggplants also help you regulate your diabetes. We all know that diabetes is nowadays one of the top-ranking silent killers. It's seventh position among the deadly diseases that cause havoc in human health. And one of the prime health benefits of eggplants is that they help you prevent and manage diabetes. And this is due to their high fiber content and the low amounts of soluble carbohydrates. And that's what makes eggplants an ideal food for managing your diabetes. The qualities of eggplants make it also useful as a regulator of glucose and insulin activity within the body. And of course, when insulin levels are stable and the body isn't experiencing drastic plunges and spikes in blood sugar, the potentially dangerous side effects of diabetes can be avoided. Eggplants are also great for managing menstrual health. Many of you experience, of course, discomfort associated with the menstrual cycle, whether it's cramps or hormonal imbalances or simply PMS. And eggplants contain vitamin K, vitamin E, and calcium, and all of those regulate your hormones so that you experience less cramps or none at all and other pains of menstruation. Vitamin K also helps in blood clotting, which controls excessive bleeding. Eggplants are also great for improving your skin. The niacin contained in eggplants is amazing at reducing, treating, and preventing acne and other skin conditions. Niacin displays anti-inflammatory as well as anti-irritation properties and is also effective and prompt in treating inflammatory skin diseases. Vitamin A is also known to be effective in fighting skin cancer and improving overall skin health. The vitamin E in eggplants is also known as a natural anti-aging nutrient. It strengthens the capillary walls in your skin and helps improve moisture and elasticity of your skin. It also helps reduce inflammation both within your body and your skin, giving your skin a healthy, smooth and useful luster. And last but not least, it also promotes cell regeneration. Eggplants are also great for preventing birth defects in children. And of course, children are the greatest gifts, so you surely do not want to play with their lives. Folates that are contained within eggplants are essential parts of any diet, and folic acid is particularly beneficial for pregnant women. And folic acid directly protects infants from the neural tube defects, which can manifest in a number of ways. Therefore, it is always recommended that expecting mothers increase their folic acid intake to account for their other dependent mouth inside of them. And eggplants are, of course, rich sources of this folic acid, which makes a delicious and useful snack or dietary addition when you are pregnant. And we are still not done yet because eggplants offer you even more health benefits. They also increase, for example, your bone health. Because eggplants contain phenolic compounds that are highly beneficial for reducing osteoporosis, for developing stronger bones, and increasing bone mineral density. Further, they contain significant amounts of iron and calcium, as we've discussed already, which are integral to bone health and overall strength. And finally, the amount of potassium in eggplants helps in the uptake of calcium, making eggplants a comprehensive and highly useful booster for osteoporosis and bone health. Hence, women, especially those who are middle-aged and prone to these problems, must include the eggplants in their daily diet. Cognitive function is also improved by eggplants. Findings from animal studies suggest that nasonein, an anthocyanin in the eggplant skin, is a powerful antioxidant that protects the brain cell membranes from free radical damage. It also assists in the transport of nutrients into the cell and it helps moving waste out. It is further proved that anthocyanins inhibit neuroinflammation and facilitate blood flow to the brain. And this helps, of course, prevent age-related mental disorders and also improves memory. Eggplants are also great for managing your weight because they contain fiber, and it is commonly known that dietary fibers are important factors in weight management. They function as bulking agents in your digestive system. And eggplants are already low in calories, which makes them already a great part of a healthy low-calorie diet. And the fiber content is also very filling, which inhibits the release of ghrelin, which is the hormone that tells our mind that we are hungry again. Hence, you feel full for a longer time, giving you satiety and reducing your appetite. And therefore, there is an automatic decrease in overall calorie intake when you consume eggplants. They also prevent blood clots. Regular consumption of eggplants helps you prevent blood clots, thanks again to the vitamin K and the bioflavonoids which strengthen your capillaries. They also help you improve your eyesight because the anthocyanins and anthocyanin-rich extracts help to improve eye function and vision as well. And these compounds, which are found in significant amounts in eggplants, of course, are linked to healthier eyes and even show protective properties for your vision and general eye health. And the chemical niacin present in the eggplants is also extremely effective at preventing cataracts. Eggplants are also said to reduce intraocular pressure in the eyes and alleviate pressure symptoms. And they have been found to improve and heal vision in people that undergo eye surgery as well. Eggplants also act antimicrobially. Laboratory studies of the phenolic compounds in eggplants reveal that the vegetable contains significant amounts of so-called chlorogenic acid, which is one of the most powerful free radical scavengers found in plants. Chlorogenic acid has been shown to decrease low-density lipids levels, so LDL levels, and also serves as an antimicrobial and antiviral agent. Eggplants also possess antimutagenic properties. The antimutagen, as we all know, is important in tumor prevention, suppression, and low proliferation, as well as unwanted growth rates. They also help you prevent allergies. Chlorogenic acid that is present in the eggplant, as discussed, is effective in reducing allergic symptoms and minimizing the effects that allergies might cause. And the vitamin A intake also lowers the risk of certain types of food allergies by boosting your immune system. They can also help you prevent headaches because they contain, as we've discussed, niacin, vitamin B3, as well as vitamin B2, which are widely used for treating headaches ranging from mild to severe migraines. And these compounds are also known agents used in treating dizziness, as well as suppressors of motion sickness symptoms, and some people even use eggplants to prevent premenstrual headaches. They also help you prevent depressions because they contain a compound called scopolamine that essentially serves to regulate serotonin levels in the brain, which in turn effectively reduces the feeling of anxiety and other symptoms of depression. And the vitamin B group improves the body's ability to withstand stress on top of that. The thiamine, also present in eggplant, gives your mood a boost and helps you fight depression and anxiety as well. They're also great for detoxing. Of course, detoxing is the process of removing metals or toxins from your body, and eggplants contain nasonein, whose antioxidant activity acts as an iron chelator. It's great also the eggplant for healthy teeth and gums because we have vitamin C present in the eggplant, and this is great for taking care of your teeth and gums. It has been even referred to as the invisible toothbrush. And it is one of the best natural defenses against bacteria and is quintessential for proper teeth and gum health. And besides the small amount of vitamin C in your diet will also prevent deficiency diseases such as scurvy. And eggplants are also great for improving your hair because they contain, as we've discussed, vitamin E and vitamin A, and also powerful antioxidants which help minimize the environmental damage to your hair. And you can even improve and promote the circulation to your scalp. Vitamins A, E, K, C, B6, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, and the folate are some of the essential nutrients that are needed for proper hair growth, and they are all contained within eggplants. Alright, and now that we've learned more about the many health benefits that eggplants offer you, I've promised you that we're also going to concentrate on a much less known fact, and that is the cancer treatment potential. Because eggplants have been proven to contain so-called solar margine and solarsonin, which are known to be targeting cancer cells. And this was studied lately systematically and has been well demonstrated. These glycoalkaloids protect the plants against insect attacks, fungi, and phytopathogens. And Dr. Bill Cham studied the anti-cancer properties of Solanaceae alkaloids and extracted them from eggplants. And he demonstrated that this kind of alkaloids induce anti-cancer effects in vitro as well as in vivo. And he patented a cream called Curamed BEC5, which is to be applied topically on the skin surfaces that are affected by skin cancer, keratosis, herpes, or shingles. And this cream has not been yet approved by regulatory bodies, but can be purchased already in pharmacies and even in your local Walmart, actually. Solarsonin and sotamargin were patented for treatment of different tumors. And here are the preclinical anti-cancer evidences that were found. It works great for gastric cancer, leukemia, liver cancer, lung cancer, ovarian cancer, osteosarcoma, colon cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, glioblastoma, sarcoma, melanoma, cholangiocarcinoma, cutaneous squamous cell carcinoma, endometrial cancer, prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, gastric carcinoma, renal cancer, uterine cancer, as well as mesothelioma. And solarmargin, you can see here in the graph on the right, has been shown to enhance the anti-cancer effects also of conventional cancer therapies. Since 1987, the formulations from Dr. Bill Elliott Cham have been tested on humans in multiple studies. And in his Curaderm cream, Dr. Cham uses a mixture of different glycoalkaloids consisting of beta-solartriose, solarmargin, and di- or monoglycosides. Curaderm contains 10% glycoalkaloids and 10% DMSO in a cetomacrogol base known as BEC02. And the research was done on 28 men, aged 43 to 70, with a total of 62 cancerous skin lesions. And the results were that 83% experienced complete remission on the basal cells and or squamous cells, and there was also 100% remission on keratosis. And a recent formulation and further studies with only 0.005% BEC have shown that they are as effective as the 10% BEC in killing skin cancer cells. A multi-center double-blind randomized clinical trial at a hospital in the UK also showed the following results using a preparation known as Zycure. 66% cured after 8 weeks and 78% after 1 year basal cell carcinoma. They experience full remission of this type of carcinoma. You can read the full article when you Google Curaderm BEC5 for skin cancer, an overview. And there were also clinical trials with an IV preparation containing solarsonin and solarmargin that demonstrated that solid tumors lead to partial or total regression in patients with renal and SCLC. The mild hepatic toxicity was resolved after only 2 to 3 days in these trials, and after this study the toxicity of solarmargin and solarsonin was considered to be minimal compared with their anti-cancer properties. And the research has shown that these BEC glycoalkaloids kill the cancer cells at their proliferative and non-proliferative stages via rapid induction of cancer apoptosis. And this could make the tumor look worse at the beginning, however, regressing will make it regress faster thereafter, almost without scars. And BEC also does not affect at all the healthy cells, so you have no side effects on the healthy cells. And the anti-cancer mechanism connected to these substances is attributed to what is called rhamnose, which is a plant sugar not present in the human healthy cells. However, as we've discussed already in other presentations, cancer cells have 500 to 10,000 rhamnose per one cell, so rhamnose binding proteins receptors, and this makes BEC non-toxic for healthy cells but deadly for the cancer cells. And after binding to the cancer cells, rhamnose converts into lysosomes, which finally leads to cancer cells apoptosis, so cancer cell death, including tumor remission, also known as necrosis. And very important is that BEC can also kill dormant cancer cells, as has been proven in studies. So how can you take advantage of this knowledge? Well, there are two major ways of performing this kind of a treatment. The easiest one probably is you just buy the Curaderm BEC5 cream that you can get at your pharmacy or even at your local Walmart. The second option is that you make your own eggplant extract at home. For that you need one organic eggplant that you chop in pieces, you place it in a jar with organic apple cider vinegar, you cover up the chunks with the vinegar and you keep it refrigerated and shake several times per day. You then strain off the liquid and keep it in the refrigerator, and this way it will last you for months. And then you dip a piece of cotton into the tincture and put it on the lesion and cover it with a band-aid. And you reapply this throughout the day and evening. But attention here again, do not perform any kind of therapy, and even this therapy, without the assistance and the knowledgeable advice of a qualified healthcare giver. Also document the changes and do not get scared when the lesion will first grow and create a crater, because thereafter it will quickly and regress and will leave almost no scars. Also important to know is that you should not apply this tincture to melanoma. You can use it, however, for actinic keratosis, actinic cheilitis, arsenical keratosis, precancerous growth and early cancer, leukoplakia, Bowen's, basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, shiny bump or a pink growth. And in the next slides I'm going to show you some results of this kind of topical treatment. And here on the left you can see such results. Here is a 4-week treatment with Curaderm, and it resulted in a full regression, as you can see. Also note the great cosmetic result, almost no scars. And the clinical diagnosis here on the left was confirmed histologically by punch biopsy. And after completion of the therapy, histopathology determined that no residual cancer was present. And clinical assessment, also 5 years post-treatment, revealed that there was no reoccurrence as well. Here on the right we have another case. The SCC on the nose of the patient before, during and after Curaderm treatment, and Curaderm was applied here for 5 weeks. And note also the depth of the cancer, as the cartilage was exposed during treatment. The clinical diagnosis was confirmed histologically by punch biopsy, and after completion of the therapy, histopathology determined that no residual cancer was present anymore. Clinical assessment 5 years post-treatment revealed also that there was no recurrence again. Here we see 2 more cases. On the left, SCC on the head of a patient before and during and after Curaderm BEC5 treatment. The arrow here in the picture, by the way, indicates where the lesion was prior to treatment. You can see again it healed up very, very nicely, almost no scars at all. It is even difficult to distinguish where the cancer once was. And this SCC is similar to the one that we've described earlier. Again, it is shown that the cosmetic result is excellent. On the right, we see a skin graft of a surgically removed area, which the dermatologist assumed had residual cancer after curaderm therapy. And this patient is represented here. The analysis of the surgically removed area of the skin revealed that there was no residual cancer present. Thus, this patient underwent unnecessary surgery and skin grafting. Curaderm had actually already successfully removed all cancer cells prior to this skin graft surgery. So have faith in it. As you can see, the results are very well documented and it truly works. And I will finish off this video by answering a question which I'm sure is also on your mind, and that is, would these eggplants then, if I consume them as food, remove also internal cancers? And the answer is unfortunately no. Because solasodine, the native alkaloids extracted from eggplants, are not anti-cancer active. Solasodine must be highly purified and must be detached from certain native sugars to generate the glycoalkaloids capable of destroying the cancer cells. And the free sugars in eggplants are inhibiting also the anti-cancer properties. So it's not enough to just consume it as food. The therapeutic effects of Curaderm BC5 are accepted by many dermatologists nowadays as a valuable alternative for surgery. Curaderm and other eggplant extracts that are purified and detached from the natural sugars that is contained in eggplants is the method of choice for non-melanoma cancer treatment. And therefore our first choice when you suffer from such a condition would be the Curaderm BC5. And by the way, this is not an endorsement. We are not paid in any way or shape by this company. We just truly believe that this is a great product. Or creating, as we've discussed, your own eggplant extract. It's a great way of treating skin lesions, keratosis, shingles, warts, red and black skin buttons, and certain types of cancers, as you have seen, but of course, as always, with the guidance and under the supervision of your trusted healthcare giver. If you have further questions regarding this subject, please do not hesitate to contact us. shop@lyranara.com. Complete contact information, including our toll-free numbers, is also in the description box below. If you've enjoyed this presentation, please also support our work by liking, sharing and subscribing. Also hit the notification button so you don't miss out on the weekly content that we publish. And with all that being said, I hope that you stay healthy. Until next time.